Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of Kerbal Space Program's new career mode in .24. So if you missed last time's episode, we messed around with the first couple of contracts, and at the end of the episode we tried to get the parachute one, but we couldn't quite get it. But in this episode we are definitely going to get it, and in order to do that we're going to get a contract going. And it's going to seem kind of strange, but we're going to also do the... Yes, Gene, the Escape the Atmosphere one. I know it seems kind of weird we're like jumping around, but trust me, it's gonna work. Alright, let's go back. Okay, so I've kind of made some modifications to our spacecraft. I've added the decoupler on here in this stage, so here's my thinking, is that we're gonna get this thing out of the atmosphere, maybe up to about 100 kilometers. Then we're gonna separate. This way, when this thing comes careening back through the atmosphere again, we won't be slowed down so much, and we'll be able to hit that very, very narrow window to deploy the parachute. That's my thinking anyways. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. Alright, here we are on the launch pad. And, hit the SAS, and we're going to throttle right down because we're not going to need to have this engine burning, so here we go. Again, we're just going to keep our contracts open. So we're going for 3 today. The parachutes, the altitude record, and the escape. Boosters are just about done, so I'm going to throttle this engine up just to match the speed. It's okay if we get a slight drop in speed. You know, we don't want to be going 200 meters per second too soon. Let's see if we can take a goo reading. Wobbles and jiggles, we got that one already. We'll wait till we're a little higher. We'll get the upper atmosphere one. Alright, let's pump this baby up a little bit. Again, we're going to want to get this thing to about 105, 106 kilometers. Now, I'm sure that what they probably want you really to do with this parachute test is, like, come in from orbiting, like, orbital velocity. This way you'll have, you know, it's like a more realistic condition, but... in this case, I figured maybe I'll just show you guys how to get these contracts. You know, if you're like going for contracts, this is kind of how you would do this one, or these 3, I guess. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with the series yet. I kind of haven't decided if I want to do like a very basic, here's how you get this contract, here's how you get this contract, or if I want to do more of like a story, like, you know, here we are going to this planet. Okay, so we're at 108, so we're just going to wait till we get up there. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm not sure if I want to do like a more tutorial-based series, like how to get the contracts, or if I want to do more of like a, let's make it a story, and if we happen to get a few contracts on the way, you know, that would be kind of cool. I'm not sure yet. Maybe, you know, if you guys are watching, if anyone's watching these things, leave a comment. What would you like to see? We should probably observe the goo before we escape. Okay, we'll keep that data. Crew report. Send that off. We are in space. See if we can do an EVA without dying here. Alright. Just above the shores in space. That's got to be a good amount of science right there. And we'll do one more goo from in space. Clumped into a sphere. Perfect. We'll keep those things. Very nice. We're getting up close to the Apo. Before we get there, I'm just going to move this thing out of the way. Yeah, get off me. Get off! Oh boy, I would have liked that to go a little further that way, but what are you gonna do? Again, apologies if like the video just randomly cuts out. It's because my computer's been doing this really dumb thing lately where I'll be playing a game full screen and it just randomly tabs me back to desktop. I have no idea what it is. It's kind of infuriating and there doesn't seem to be any kind of pattern to it. It just happens at random. Sometimes it happens like 2 minutes apart, other times I'll go 20 minutes without doing anything. I don't understand it. I've Googled it and I can't find a solid answer from anybody, so if anyone knows why the computer just randomly tabs to desktop, please let me know. It's super annoying and it kind of affects the recordings. I don't want to like do that to you guys, like having constantly like clipped recordings. Or I could just try to edit them back together again. I got some new editing software. I was just kind of like using the Windows editing thing and I kind of hate that thing. It makes all the videos so dark. I don't know if you've noticed that. If anyone out there makes videos and they use the Windows movie editor or whatever, it just makes everything like 50% darker, and raising the brightness does absolutely nothing. So I decided to hell with that, and I got another one. I got Camtasia, and I kind of really like it so far. It doesn't, screw with the lighting. Anyways, let's go. So you'll notice we're not in the same place we were. We were over there, but now we're over here. And that's because Kerbal is indeed rotating, which is so cool. The first time I tested this out, I was like, why the hell am I so far away from KSC? Oh yeah, the planet rotates. Derp. So here we are coming in now, and the reason we separated from this is because we're a lot lighter now, and actually I'm a little worried about this, because we're going to probably crash into that thing. In fact, yeah, here it comes. Oh god. Oh! Wow, we just missed it! That's unbelievable, okay. So pay attention to here. As soon as we get all these things satisfied, you have to hit that spacebar immediately. So we got the speed. Got it. What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys saw that, right? I totally hit the button when all 4 check marks were there, and I did not get the achievement. That is some crap right there. But we did get these 2. That's something, right? And we got a lot of science, so we'll just cut our losses and we'll try it again. Now that's very frustrating because whoa. Holy crap, that would have killed us, probably. That probably would have killed poor Jeb. Imagine if we lost Jeb in the second episode. That would just be, like, super sad. In fact, what I might do is get some other crew in here and save the hero astronauts for, like, more daring endeavors. It would be really sad if we, like, killed them off in the testing phases. Hopefully nothing breaks off here. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's get out to EVA and let's do a little. We'll do a little surface sample. The grasslands. It looks like dirt, and we'll take the EVA from the grasslands. No, the spacesuit was not necessary, but that's okay. So we have a lot of science now, and we got a couple contracts. That should be, I'd call that a success. A successful failure. Yeah, look at that. We got a bunch of stuff. So we've racked up 44 science from that mission, just from escaping the atmosphere and getting all those the goo observations in space, in the upper atmosphere, recovery of the flight suborbital. Now, parts, obviously we lost the ascent stage, but again, we'll cut our losses on that. We did get, we got more money back just from doing the contracts, so it's okay. I'll count that as a win. Yes, let's go into the astronaut complex and let's get some other astronauts. So Thamden Kerbal, we'll take him. Let's kind of take like the stupid ones because they kind of have to be stupid to like test things out. I guess. No, that's probably more courage. I don't know. We'll get a good mix. We'll get a good mix of guys. some courageous, some stupid, some both. That's Bill. Bill's a little bit of both. So yeah, this way if we accidentally kill anybody, it's no one, like, important. It's none of the heroes. I wish you could kind of unassign them, but I don't think you can unassign them. That's okay. Okay. Yes, indeed, Gene. You know what? Let's go back. I want to get that one. And I know it works because I've done it. I did it before, so I really want to get that parachute one because, you know, that's what we're going for. So let's do it. Alright, and we're back. So, we're just going to do the same exact thing. I might go a little higher this time, just for good luck. So we have the one thing to focus on here. But you guys have seen this all already, so I am just going to wait until we're up there. Here we are. So we are approaching where we want to be. Let's get it up to 111. 112, just because it's a nicer number. At least to me. I don't know if it even matters. Okay, so, we had a bit of an issue last time. Let's separate this thing now. Let's just get this thing out of here. I'm just going to point it so it gets away from me. That's what I wanted to do. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's sufficiently push it out of the way. There we are in space. Did I do an EVA from space? I think I did, but let's just check it out again. Yeah, I did that one already. Okay. I got these two already also. From space! So let's warp up. Okay, we've just hit the apex. Or the apoapsis, and that's good at a safe distance, so that should not bother us anymore. So we can just have the contract window up, and let's just whee, right back down again. So we're really going to pick up speed this time, and maybe it was the fact that we bumped into that, or just, I don't, actually no, we missed it, didn't we? I don't know why we failed that one, but you guys saw we had all 4 check marks. I hit the button, and it didn't count it, but let's see what happens if we do it again. So we're just starting to decelerate now. Here's our effects. As long as this stays between 450 and 850. Here we come, coming up on 76. There. Yes! Alright, we got it that time. Thank God. That was like really annoying me. Oh, here comes the booster. It's gonna miss us by plenty. Don't worry, everybody. I hope. It looks like it's gonna hit us, but I think it's gonna be all right. It's incredible how much heavier that thing is, and you know that's why we were failing it last time, because it was attached to us in the first video. It was attached to us, so it was causing more air resistance. There it goes, like a bomb. Okay. We're not going to get the money back on that part. Unless that little bit survived. It might have. It might have survived. Who knows? Anyway, in the first video, the reason we failed that test was because we had too much air resistance, so we were not getting the right speed. You know, even though we had the right altitude and all that, these things are very frisky, or finagly, I don't know what the word is. They're a pain in the ass, for lack of a better word, these contracts, so you kind of have to really get them exactly right. There we are, so let's recover that. I love how I said I was going to use a different crew and I didn't. Oh, so we have a ton of science now. So let's go check out the building, the research building, and let's we can do some experiments with the 909. I saw that in contracts as well as the parachutes, so let's grab those. We have the radial ones. We have so much science, we can probably get the whole first tier. There we are. I think what I might do too, just to show the entire tier, the entire track, I won't move on and... Well, I'll try to get all the rows here. I'll try to get them all before I move on to the next tree branch. We just don't have enough for that. Batteries are really good to have. Plus you get the Science Junior. Yeah, these all require at least 45, so just missed it, but that's okay. We have a ton of other parts to work with now. So let's see what other contracts we have too. We have the new, let's take it out. We have the new, here we go. Another engine. This one's the gimbaling version of the first engine that we had. Slightly less powerful. Thrust is only 200. We've got the Sepratron engines and the big BACC solid fuel booster, which always sounds like blood alcohol content to me. I don't know. We have this thing which probably doesn't do anything still. It might do it now, I don't know, I have to look that up. We have a little winglet and the radial decouplers, those are quite useful. And we have the 909 liquid fuel engine, the landing struts, and the radial parachutes. So let's go back. Let's see what other contracts we have now. So the T-45, that's the new one we got. We can test that one out. Let's see, the radial parachutes. Yeah, we have those. We can grab those. The RT-10 is the smaller fuel boosters, so we can use those also. Hell, we can use the stack decoupler too. So we got quite a bit of a thing here going now for us. Let's go over to the assembly building. So in the assembly building, it shows you all the things. So let's pick those parts. We want to use those, right? So we'll get rid of this one. We'll get the T-45. Stick that on there. Alright, and goo, we'll have to say sorry for a sec. We'll use the radial thingamabobbers. Now these might be a pain in the butt too. Let's see. So these altitude constraints are a little higher and a little slower, and I'm not sure how that's going to affect us. We might have to do a couple attempts on that one too, but we'll see how that one goes. We also have this parachute. We don't really need this one anymore, so we can just... We'll take that one off. Save money. We don't need it, after all. We got the RT-10s, I believe. Yep. So these ones just landed at Kerbal. I think as long as you just use them, it works. Yeah, landed at Kerbal means you're on the ground, so use them right off the bat, which indeed we are going to use them right off the bat. The stack decoupler, this thing over here, it wants us to use it at between these altitudes and between these speeds. So I guess as we're falling again, maybe when we get to 1300 we can use that one, but again, we'll see how it goes. So we should just by hitting spacebar, we should satisfy this one, we should satisfy, and that one. Those two things we should satisfy just from hitting the spacebar. So Jeb, see ya. Let's get Thromden. He's pretty courageous. He's like, I got this, guys. Thomden's got this one, guys. Alright, so let's just double check. As soon as we launch, we should get 2 of these things. Let's check it out. Yep, we got the T-45, and we got the booster one. So good, I was right about something. That rarely happens. Okay, so we're gonna burn these things until they run out. We have to get the parachute, we have to be pretty high for that one, we're probably gonna go above 24. Throttle back up again with this one. You know, we probably could have put the radial decouplers on there to knock those out of the way, but oh well. One thing at a time, right, guys? One thing at a time. I wish it would kind of move the ones out of the way that you got already, so that you can put the ones you don't have first. You know what I mean? Ah, well, whatever. Yeah, so we'll use the decoupler when we're falling again. That should be fine. Let's boost ourselves up here. Yeah, so we could use the parachutes right now. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could, technically. These seemed a little easier to get. Alright, I think we can stop it there. Cut it off right there. In fact, we probably didn't quite need to go that high, but whatever. You know, it's okay. So yeah, I think the first thing we're going to try to get is the decoupler one. Or no. Nope. First thing we have to do is the radial. So let's do this then. Let's move this over here. So we have to watch this one first. Alright, good. We're falling now. So as soon as we get that one, I'll punch the parachute, get that going. Well, that probably means we won't be able to get that one. I don't know. We'll see. Again, you don't have to get all these at once. You know, it's kind of like you can goof around with them. Again, I've only tested some of these things, so some of these I'm just literally flying by the seat of my pants. Alright, almost. We got to get speed down to 300. Then we can deploy these babies. Which maybe we won't get. Oh no, so now we blew that one. That's tough. These are tough. Indeed. Let's use the decoupler. What? Are you... That's like a bug or something. Again, you saw that, right? We had all 4 check marks. And it didn't want to do it. Oh well. Again, we will try those things out in the next episode. It's like every episode so far I've left off with utter failure, and I hope that's okay with you guys, because in the next episode we will certainly get it right, because that's how this goes. But we did get 2. We got two contracts completed. The engine one, both engine ones are complete. So I call that a success. And there we have it. So that's it, folks. We've gone a little bit over time here, but that's okay. So we'll see you in the next episode of Kerbal Space Program, where we've managed to figure out how to get these parachute ones and the decoupler ones. Thanks for watching.